Hello everybody. In today's video we are going to speak about the importance of controlling the anger. It is a reality. It's part of human nature that we get angry sometimes. When someone does something to us that hurt us, damage us, when we see injustices in the world, when we see that someone hurts someone that we love, dear ones, of course that we get angry, of course that we get upset. But the importance of not retaining the anger all the time. You have to be able to control your anger, because sometimes we might regret our actions. People, when are angry, when they're upset, they might say things, they might do things that they later will regret. And sometimes it's late, because the things that you say could hurt someone else. The things that you do could hurt someone else or could hurt you. And at the end, it could end your marriage. It could hurt your wife, or vice versa. If she's the one angry, it could hurt you and hurt and damage deeply that marriage and that relationship. It could hurt the relationship between you and your children or your parents. And if you do actions because of the anger, will be more chaotic, will be catastrophic. That's why, even though, like I said, we might get angry sometimes at certain things because it's part of human nature, it's normal sometimes to get upset. If you have deficiency, a problem with controlling your anger, always work on this. If you see that you are about to explode, leave the place, end the conversation, leave the house. But it's better to do an action like this one than to get angry and later on you lose your head and you might commit and do certain things that you will regret. Then you will be crying, why did I say these words? Why did I do that I wasn't supposed to do? And if you give a bad example in front of people on the street, and they later on even might blame your religion, they might blame even your community, and many more things, and the damage and the evil is greater, because it will be damage not only to your reputation but to your community, to your people, to your religion, to God. Therefore, the importance of always controlling your anger. Never get angry up to the extent or the point in which is beyond control. If you know that certain things make you upset, avoid them. If you know that conflicts make you upset, control yourself and try always to keep things in the proper perspective, because things with excess are not good. Even when there are reasons, valid reasons for you to be angry at someone else, it's always good to control yourself and never go to the excess. If your children does something that is wrong, and you have to discipline your children, it should never be to the point in which you retain your wrath, your anger, to the point of always being angry. There are people who are like this, who go to, I don't know, according to the situation of people, but we find in society that there are either men, women, that their character is like that. You look at them, they're angry all the time, you know. They don't talk at you, you say good morning, salam or something, they are like, you know, like a lion or like a dragon. And all the time like this. This is not good, because it's damaging you. People don't want to be in the presence of someone like that. They don't want to be a friend with someone who is like this. Who wants to marry a woman who is like this, angry and upset, or a man who is like this? That means that person has not worked on his or her character, have not yet controlled that anger, and even this could damage your health, because someone who is always angry, upset, sooner or later will affect you internally. Heart attack, diseases, even externally in your face. You will see your face will be a reflection. white hair soon, wrinkles everywhere because you're always like this, and it's affecting you also psychologically. It's affecting the people around you. No one wants to be around a person like that, and no one in the logical state of mind would want to marry a man who is like this, because this kind of anger could end in violence. Or a woman who is like this. No one wants to be close to people like that. At the same time, you have to understand that perhaps we don't know the story of this person. His or her parents were like this, suffer in the past. The difficulties of life maybe made him or her in this way, and maybe he thinks that the whole world is like that, the enemy. And when someone with a good heart comes to do a good action, they might not believe that there are people who want really to mean good for this person. So they might be suspicious. Oh, but it's because if you have this anger inside of you, this shouldn't blind you to recognize that there are people with good heart, and that you have to work on yourself also. You have to control this anger. This energy, which is an energy that you are putting too much into this, deviate it and use it for something else, for something good. Balance it. Balance your life. Do acts of kindness. Pray to God. Repentance. Try to, if you know you're getting upset, stop for a moment. Breathe. If there is a conflict between someone else, leave that person. Doesn't matter what they might call you, you leave. Because you know yourself. So you control yourself. You give a good example. You work. There are many people who were like this and they change with a lot of effort, but it can be done. And there are others that even though they still might get like this angry, upset, they still hold that and don't let it out. They work on themselves. It's not easy, but it can be done. And like I said, always the importance of being conscious of this. Never retain your anger forever. It's like if you're upset at someone else also. You don't have to be a monster upset. Like I said, it's normal sometimes to get upset. It's something part of human nature. But the point, if you get upset, try to calm, try to control yourself. And if you're upset at someone else, forgive. Do not retain your anger forever, because God also gets angry with the sinner, with someone who does bad. But God doesn't retain his anger forever, but he forgives. He is the most merciful one. He is the one who shows compassion to the sinner. He is the one who shows compassion to the one who is also in the straight path. And he's not angry at you. Imagine if God is angry at you all the time because if you make a mistake, if you make a sin, no one could save you. You have no mercy. But it's not the case with God. He might get upset, but he will forgive you. He is patient. He is merciful. He is compassionate. And these are the attributes and the qualities that we have to imitate in our life, that we have to express to our wife, to our dear ones, to our friends, to our community. Being merciful also with ourselves. Sometimes we are working on this anger, and we get upset. Don't feel bad because that day you were like this. You fell into the trap of being angry. No, be merciful with yourself. Keep working, because throughout life we are always perfecting ourselves. We are always working on ourselves. Forgive others, because if you forgive, you will be forgiven also. Being conscious of this is important. And if you are not the person who have this problem with anger, but someone who you love, who is dear, close to you, is the one who has this problem, be also merciful with that person. Try to understand the person. Try to help this person to change and to be a better person. And if this person did something bad in the past and has regretted and has changed, forgive the person. Try to fix things, always in harmony. But it's a reality that some people who don't control their anger, they might end up losing everything, sometimes even their life, their dear ones, their job, friendship breaks, marriages break, everything is a total destruction. Therefore, always control your anger, always try to balance your life, and God willing, This is one of the best things that we could do, working on ourselves, perfecting ourselves, perfecting our characters. This is the clear message from all the prophets and from all the sages throughout time. I want to thank you so much for your attention. God willing, we'll see each other in the next video. I hope that this topic was interesting and beneficial to you. And God willing, we'll see each other in the next video.